In this video, I'm going to share my honest thoughts about the Flashpoint getting adapted in the DCU. I mean, the Flashpoint by Geoff Johns was an amazing read, an amazing story, and still is to this day. But as good as that story is, I don't think it should be in the DCU yet. But before I tell you why I don't think this should be in the storyline for the upcoming Flash movie, I want to say that I don't think the Flashpoint was a bad read or anything like that. In fact, it was one of my favorite DC events, but I just don't think the DCU is ready for this yet. Now, the DCU had its flaws over the years, with a lot of the projects being cancelled out of nowhere, a lot of the projects with potential being cancelled, or just movies overall. But even if they reboot the DCU with the Flashpoint movie, they can't even follow the original story. I mean, what do we know about the Flash from DCU besides that his dad is in prison and that he knows how to time travel, at least from the Snyder Cut, which I don't even think is canon, or I'm not sure if the Snyder Cut is going to be canon or not. I mean, I guess that depends on if they're going to decide to keep the Snyderverse, which is probably not going to happen. But as I was saying, the Flash had a lot of history before the Flashpoint happened. I mean, we knew about the Rogues, we knew about Gorilla Grodd, we had all these iconic villains that the writers just used to give us a very good story. And just throwing in the Reverse Flash killing Nora Allen and stuff wouldn't, to be honest, the Flash, our DCU Flash, isn't ready for this to happen. And as I said, I don't think the Flashpoint isn't about this. I mean, obviously it's about him getting help and overall saving the Flashpoint world, even though that's going to be vanished, and just having all these fun things happening, like Aquaman battling Wonder Woman Themyscira going against Atlantis. That's just awesome, and I don't think it would be a bad idea to see that in the live action movie. But as I said, why do they have to bring a Flashpoint movie when we've got so much content of Flash that they can just use for a solo project, for the first solo project? I mean, we had the CW that wasn't, to be honest, I kind of digged the CW Flash, and I don't think it was like a bad show or anything like that. Yeah, I know it lost with the CGI, with a very bad CGI, but the story itself wasn't that bad. The flow, I mean, overall the flow got really bad and in the last seasons, but honestly the first seasons were great and I really dig them. I liked how they used the New 52 run on the Flash, and they took a lot of inspiration from that and they made something. They even, I mean, I'm going to go into spoilers, so if you don't want to, hear any spoilers, this video is going to probably be full of it, so just so you know. So what I'm trying to say is that they made the Rogues extremely fun to read. Like they even gave the Rogues power, and they had their own powers, like how Mirror Master had mirror tricks. The Mirror Master just straight out became a being that could literally live in the mirror dimension, or Captain Cold having his own powers. Well, this ultimately got rebooted, I guess, in the Forever Evil, when he just got from these powers to the cold gun. But what I'm trying to say is that they can just they can just make a movie with Barry Allen progressing in his life, in his personal life, because right now he's not even a CSI yet, which again, this, I mean, I know that DCU, it has its flaws and definitely has a lot of flaws, but they can't just throw a big storyline and reboot everything. I mean, well, they can, but I don't think it's a good idea. And even if they do this, they did a bit of content, right? And after this, what are they going to do after this? I mean, I think what they can do after the Flashpoint movie is just reboot everything. But my point is that they don't have to reboot everything because a lot of the fans actually are begging for the Snyderverse to be restored, and I'm one of those fans because I definitely think that the Snyder Cut was a great movie. I mean, even Batman v Superman was not as bad as everyone remembered, and Man of Steel was pretty alright, I guess. I mean, I know that the Batman idea, they got, how can they get a character so wrong and stuff like that? Well, I mean, the Batman would be one of the problems in the DCU, and of course the actor for the Superman, so that would be something. But we also had great things like the Wonder Woman solo project and Aquaman, that was honestly great. These two were honestly great movies overall. Now, do they really need to be rebooted? Do they really need to reboot their DCU? Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think that if they would just restore the Snyder Cut, would just be great, and the fans would love it, would love the Snyder Cut. And what else can they do? They can focus on their main, iconic heroes like Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern. It would be cool. Or also they can even throw a Martian Manhunter solo movie. That would be great, and I wouldn't mind seeing that. I like how the Shazam movie was also great. They obviously took a lot of inspiration from the New 52 Shazam. And honestly, I loved it. It was very like in the comics. I like how they just copied the comics in the live action, and boom, there you have it, a pretty great movie. And honestly, the Black Adam movie, the upcoming Black Adam movie, which at the time I'm recording this, it's not out yet, but I'm extremely hyped to see the JSA, because yeah, I think the JSA is going to be in the Black Adam movie. I'm pretty excited to see Atom Smasher, Dr. Fate, and Hawkman. Maybe they're bringing even maybe in this movie is going to be the history of all of these characters, or we are going to get a glimpse of these characters' origins. But I don't know. Let's just wait and see. Maybe I'm going to do a review on the Black Adam movie. But as I said, for now, I'm going to talk about the DCU. So the DCU, as I said, I don't think it should be rebooted. It has its flaws, but what do you guys think? Should they reboot the DCU, or do you agree with me? Now, I'm not going to. I didn't want to talk about Ezra Miller or him getting arrested again, because there are already pretty much a lot of videos on him on YouTube, so just go and check that out. As I said, I definitely think Grant Gustin nailed the Flash actor, the Flash as a character, and I definitely think we had the glimpse of the legacy of the Flash, or what the Flash should be. And it's not just about speed and him using his extreme abilities of the Speed Force to do, the cool stuff. I mean, yeah, that's the Flash about, but he's also about the Barry Allen that we all know and love, or Wally West, if you will. But I'm going to focus on Barry Allen because obviously he's the main guy here. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Wally West in the DCU, but well, till then, I guess it's a long way. But as I said, one can only, I didn't say that, but one can only hope. and hopefully at least like someday we're going to see a Wally West in the DCU, maybe taking Barry's place. I don't know, till then, as I said, it's a long way, but I don't know, I guess one can only hope. And yeah, like, what do you guys think? Do you think that DCU should be rebooted? If you guys think so, don't forget to write your thoughts in the comments. And I guess till then, see you in the next video.